Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, train lover 9943. In today's video, I have blogger number 32 here on the PRR Keystone. Alright, so it's been about 8 months or so since my last blog video, and it's been about 3 months, give or take, since my last, with any length to it, pre-recorded video that wasn't a live stream or just a run-by of a train. And the main reason for the gap in videos is just because I really haven't done a ton on the layout that really is, major work. The stuff you're going to see in the layout, progress section is mainly little things that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, now finally getting around to doing them. But, progress is progress, and so, a little bit goes a long way, I guess. So we'll go ahead and show you all that. We'll show you some of the new engines I got in. What I'm going to do, though, for the engines is my last couple of videos I've been doing of just the run-bys of the engines. Those are the engines you see in those videos are, when I got them new at the time. So like the T1 and the E units and some other things. I'm not going to show those because you've seen those. I'm going to show some other stuff that I haven't shown on the channel, like the engine you're looking at right now, which we'll talk about later. All right, let's get going here. Alright, so what have I been up to over these past, 8 months? So the biggest thing I've actually done on the layout that you can see is this. So I've started working on my passenger terminal a little bit. So it started off with 3 passenger terminals on this side over here. And then I recently added 2 more to make this a nice full scene. And it looks really cool. I like it. It's going to be really cool. Eventually, it's going to extend down. I'm going to move those signals up a little bit, and then I'll be able to have an entire length of passenger terminals for the subways or passenger trains, whatever it might be. It's going to be really cool. I have it on this piece of wood right here, so that way it looks really nice for the subways. Now, the trolleys, unfortunately, I got to give and take here a little bit, so the trolleys, when they're at the station, they look weird because the doors don't line up. But for the subways, they do. So it's just going to have to be a give and take kind of thing. But that's that for you. So it's looking really cool, and I'm excited to finish this. Alright, so the big news that is, it's visible, of course, is back here. Now, I've mentioned this in a couple live streams, and I've gotten a little bit further on with this, not recently in the last couple months, but it's getting there. So what I'm doing is I'm expanding the layout slowly to have 072 and 060 curves on it. So what this is doing is it's bringing me out about, I believe it's 28 inches, and it'll allow me to run, like I said, 072 and 060 for the bigger, articulated steam engines and passenger cars and stuff. So I'm excited to get this finished up. Still got a ways to go. The wood that you see in the back there, that is temporary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a stringer or 2 up on this front here. That way I can have some support, because this is a big space to not have any support. And then I'm going to cut some access hatches in this section here, and then one back by the engine house, so that way I can have ample access to the back so I can work on stuff and do scenery, lay track, all that sort of stuff back here. Because my one caveat with doing this, and it was the reason why I haven't wanted to do it for the longest time, because this was my access to the back. So I'm going to have to do something to, still have access to the back and have this. So that way the hatches is about the best thing I can do. And it's just what I'm going to have to do. So I'm really excited to finish this. I don't know how long this is going to take. What I have right now took a little while. But the rest of it, it'll come in due time. And once I got some progress to show you, I'll be sure to document it. So really cool, and I'm really excited to have this done. So one of the smaller things I did was on the brewery. I've had this brewery for a little while, and like I said, a lot of this new semi-new stuff you'll see. It's been here for a while, just haven't really shown it. But I'm starting to work on, little, concrete parking lot, unloading facility, that sort of thing. So I got these pieces of styrene to kind of simulate that. In the back, I have a trailer that'll be unloading stuff. And then in the front here, I have another trailer. Really cool. So I'm excited for this to finish up. This will be really cool once it's all done. I'm going to add some more barrels and people and all kinds of stuff. I'm probably going to weather this building too, because it looks really nice. But I think with some weathering, it'll look really cool. But it's getting there, and I really like it. Alright, so we go to some more smaller things that I did, but again, progress is progress. So I mounted my switches. This one and this one are for my diner I have, and this one obviously is for the engine house doors. These were just, laying all over the place, so I figured, what, time to mount them up. Eventually I want to build a board for these switches, my track switches, and also my water tower button, and make it neater. So eventually I'll get to that. I also mounted my power strip, and then I bought a new extension cord, so that way I can mount it up real nice and neat, and it's not, on the floor or anything like that, because I had that, it was annoying. So I mounted it up real nice, and it looks really cool. So that's that. Alright, so probably my biggest thing that I've been doing is actually under the layout. So I've been busy working on making this setup a lot neater. When you start wiring things, it starts to become a little chaotic, and it was getting to be chaotic. So I went ahead and took a couple days and, made this real nice and neat. So you can kind of see how I got it going. I mounted my Wi-Fi units, the cereal box, a couple other things. Got the TIU, and the AIU is back there. There you go. So it's really cool, and I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Eventually, I'm going to clean this up some more still, but, it's getting there, and I'm really happy with this. This takes a little while, as you got to think, I got this, which is basically where everything, comes from and starts at. So, but, it's getting there. If I come up here, here's the back of the 4000. You can see all the wires in there. So it's a little bit of a mess, but, so it's getting there, and I'm happy with this. So that's that. But really cool. Alright, so while I was under there working on the wiring, I also did some wiring, of course. So the biggest thing I did, and this was something I've been, like I said, meaning to do for quite a while, and I finally did it, is I finally wired up my stall tracks to my AIU. So I have these 4 stall tracks. They're wired up, they're good to go, so I can turn them on and off each individually, or I can run them all together, however I want to do it. It's really nice, so that way I don't have engines sitting on here smoking, getting power to them, whatever. It's really nice. I also wired up some of my switches. So I got this one wired up here, I've got that one over there wired, and I also have this one here wired as well. I also bought relays. So I have the relays to do some signal wiring. However, I don't want to do that just yet. I also wasn't planning on doing this because of this. So what I was thinking of doing was waiting, move everything over, and then wire. But I jumped the gun and wired anyway. So I'll have to redo this all, but what can you do? But I also wired in this. Well, this was wired, but I went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit. This track over here is now wired up. And I have to do this one yet. However, I don't know how easy or hard that's going to be because I have a bus line that goes all the way around. And this is right in the middle of it. And it's also where it terminates. So I don't know if I split this, if it's going to shut the rest of the thing off. I don't know. I'll have to research more into that before I start ripping up this track and everything. But we'll see. But if nothing else, it's at least a main live feed for now, and it works. So, but yeah, that's it. So I'm really happy that I got this done, so that way I don't have stuff, just sitting on. So it's really cool. All right, so now we'll move into the new addition section now. Like I said, so this is going to be kind of condensed. If you go through my last couple of videos, you can see, more of the items I've gotten in, but I'm just going to highlight some things here. So I'm going to start off with this entire train, actually, of B60 baggage cars. It's a mix of Weaver and Lionel. It's kind of ironic because they're both the same tooling, but in any event, the front one here is the Weaver. I got this on a trade for my R27 Subway. I got it with the E units and the EP5. Really cool. Next up, we have these two. These two are from Lionel. Really cool. What's nice about these, if I back this up for just a second, you can see the different shades of Tuscan, which is really cool. And what's nice is it's basically 3 different shades of Tuscan on one train, which I think is really cool. And then finally, I have this Penn Central, ex-Pennsy, of course, B60. Now, I buy all my trains. Very rarely now do I get, things bought for me. I buy them all. However, this car, I got to give a huge shout out to a buddy, O-Gauge Greg, on YouTube. Him and I were in a friend group with a bunch of people, and we did a Secret Santa gift exchange. And he got me, and he gifted me this. So Greg, I really thank you a lot. This thing is really cool. Goes great with the other ones. And I also have on the way a square window Weaver Pennsylvania B60. So it'll be a 5-car train. I'll get some R50Bs and an RPO, and then it'll be a mail train. So really cool. And so big thanks, Greg. And this train's really fun. Alright, so this is going to be one of 2 engines you're going to see today. This one is the Lionel Legacy Northern Pacific U33C. I've had this for a number of months now, and I just haven't filmed a video on it. Actually, filming this made me think I probably should do a quick little run by of this one, but I haven't done it yet. But it's a, like I said, Northern Pacific Legacy. Really cool. I got this from DJ, oh god, probably 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. But it's really, really nice. The horn on it's really cool. The sound set in general is really nice. He also repainted the trucks on this one to be the correct silver. The original were black, and he repainted them, and it looks really, really nice. So thanks, DJ. Really appreciate it, man. Alright, then I apologize for being so dark over here, but this is where I have this engine currently. So this is a Lionel B6 steam switcher. This one is the very first engine to have rail sounds, the original rail sounds. So it's really, really nice. I like this engine a lot. I got this from Sid a month ago, something like that. Really cool. I'll probably do a short little video on this one, just because it is a lot of fun. So really like this one a lot. Alright, then I'll just kind of pan the wall here. You've seen some of these. The only one you haven't seen is this. It's a Cincinnati Street Car. I've ran these, I believe, in all at least one stream or something like that. So you guys have seen these, really cool. The Allentown Brew, I really like that one a lot. I got my cabooses up here, and this is how it's going to stay. I just got this one in last week from RJ. It's the Pennsy N8. Really, really cool. I got that one in. There's a couple N5s. I also have a brass N5C that's on the layout right now. That's what goes there. Really, really cool stuff. So that's gonna take care of the new additions. Like I said, if you want to see more, just go down to my couple recent videos. You can see some engines in there, and if you want to see more on each engine, the J, the Northern, whatever, just let me know, and we'll be sure to hook you up. Alrighty, so that's gonna about do it for this blog video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there really wasn't a ton of, earth-shattering progress on the layout, but, like I said, progress is progress, and gotta take what you can get. So, hopefully the next one, whenever it'll be, will be hopefully the expansion, at least, keep going. We'll see. I'll probably do a stream somewhere in here. I don't know when. You'll see other things in the future. I got some things brewing that I don't want to talk about publicly yet, but you'll see those as time goes on. But in any event, you guys take care, and we'll see you around here.
Dispatcher here. Do you copy? Over. Roger that. Please start her up and stand by for track orders. Copy that, dispatcher. Starting up the engine. Out. We are underway. Over. Copy that. Out. Dispatcher here. Please go to slow speed